Hey everyone, welcome to Three Guys, One Movie. I'm Angus.
I'm Mitch.
I'm Zach.
And we all watched Avengers Infinity War.
Woot woot.
And now we're putting out a late review for it.
Yeah.
After everyone else has put out their reviews for it.
So
It's all been spoiled already, so...
Everyone fucking dies.
All 13 of you guys, you can hear what we gotta say.
It's all Star-Lord's fault.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
But it's not, because fucking Doctor Strange knew that had to happen.
Yeah.
It all was part of the plan.
That's a cop-out.
And Star-Lord, you know what? Fuck you guys, I don't want to do this review.
Okay. Well, thanks very much for
Listen,
listening.
he's a better character than the Hulk in this. I'll say that.
Who is?
Star-Lord.
Oh, okay.
He annoyed me less than the Hulk.
I didn't find that Hulk annoying.
I just don't think he should have been in the movie.
They're just saying
If he's never going to turn into Hulk, why do I care?
Well, he's going to turn into Hulk in the second one.
No, I know.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, now he's going through all this thing, and then there's going to be that big moment in the second one. Where,
it was one of those things
he's
where...
Hulk.
I guess this should wrap up my entire thoughts on the movie, I guess.
Actually, full disclosure, I'm kind of bashing it, but I actually did really enjoy this movie.
Yeah, and I'm just going to wrap up all my thoughts on the movie in like one sentence by just saying I didn't care was my biggest issue with everything about this movie. There was no point in the movie where I felt like anyone was in danger, despite the fact that everyone says this is the highest the stakes have ever been. There was no point in this movie where I actually cared about the problems anyone had, like Hulk not being able to turn into Hulk. I was just going, stop being a bitch. I didn't give a shit. I didn't care about his character struggle because there was nothing
but you went
to
into
it.
this movie not giving a shit anyways.
No, I went
you're
into the
gonna
movie
leave the movie
expecting
not
an
giving a
entertaining
shit.
movie, and I think it delivered in parts on that, but it's staggered for me.
I enjoyed it overall. Like, I personally did... Some instances I did feel the stakes more than others. Like, I found the bit on Titan, when Thanos is fighting Spider-Man and Tony Stark and stuff like that. I felt the stakes there.
A little bit.
The fight on in Wakanda.
Until he threw a moon at him and he was fine.
Wait, sorry, what?
Until he threw a moon at Tony and then he was fine.
Well...
And then I was like, okay, so no one can die. That's what we're saying?
Well, he got stabbed.
Yeah.
It was close.
Well, the thing is, I don't think the people that are going to die in this film actually die. I think
that's...
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody that's going to die...
I mean, that's my problem with the ending.
Everybody...
Is I don't think the ending's necessarily bad, but this movie... I guess the ending is almost a fault to the next movie. In the sense that this movie... The ending of it means nothing because there's another movie coming. The only way it would mean something is if something in the next movie happens.
The next movie is going to truly kill people off.
I hope.
So, yeah.
Captain America is truly going to be dead in the next film.
That's the thing. Like, with this one, like, okay, I know they're going to bring everybody back. Not just from reading the comics, but also just in terms of, like, this is one half of a movie.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's almost like they should have just called it Part 1.
Yeah, but they're just gonna...
Because it does feel like a Part 1.
Oh, no, it totally is. Like, this is, like, going back to... Not to go full into the comics, but just to go back into, like, the Infinity Gauntlet that this movie's kind of based on. Mm-hmm. This is literally just, like, the first issue of Infinity Gauntlet. The first issue of that story is literally just, like, setting up, like, oh, Thanos has the Infinity Gems... He's got the gauntlet, and then he wipes out half the population. And then the rest of the issues are them fighting Thanos and then reverting everything back to normal. Mm. So this is, like, I know going into the next one, yeah, they're just going to bring everybody back.
Yeah.
But all in all, I still really enjoyed this movie. I thought it juggled all the different characters really, really well. I felt... The action was really, really enjoyable.
Yeah, no, the action here is a step up from an average Marvel movie, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of the action is shot better, and I think a lot of that's just the Russos, because their installments always have the better action sequences.
Absolutely. But even, like, still, like, okay, going on about, I already know people are going to come back. I'm still after this movie ended, I'm looking forward to the next movie next year. I'm not, like, super excited, like, can't wait, but I mean, like, I'm curious to see what they'll do with it and how they'll go on after that.
It's basically weird, even though I guess I was kind of like disappointed with this or sort of had a non-reaction. I'm still interested in the next one because I do feel like my enjoyment of this film could change based on the next film. So if the next film's really good, it could make me kind of like this one more because it makes this one feel like it has more weight if the next one has weight. But if the next one doesn't, then this one will just sort of be the exact way it is now for me, where it's just kind of like, eh. But it's a movie that I could see my opinion going up on based on how the second part of it turns out, I guess.
Okay. Mr. Marvel, man, you're pretty quiet.
I'm just letting you guys get all your shit out first. Of course, I fucking enjoyed this movie, hands down. It's my number one Marvel movie now. It blew my mind. Like, it fucking just... Like, it didn't just, like, you know, like, tiny explosion and my brain fell out. It was, like, fucking nothing left, man. Like, that... It was just so good. And, like, yeah, Thanos looked a little goofy. And
Purple Rick Harrison.
I didn't think he looked that goofy.
He didn't
honestly.
look too bad.
I
really
like that he got called Grimace at one point.
Yeah. And there wasn't really any point to the movie where I didn't like. Like, and the thing is I went into it going, yeah, if Spider-Man dies, you know he's not actually dead. Mm-hmm. There's a sequel coming out to Spider-Man. So I liked the way they ended it because I didn't expect that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Honestly,
I was actually, based on the way the ending was heading, I was just expecting the movie to end with him killing everyone.
But I honestly...
And then have it be like, villain wins, and that would be it. Or like, maybe like one of them would be alive or something like that, and it would just be Tony.
But I honestly like the fact that they didn't kill Cap off like everybody was expecting.
Yeah.
It was different. Everybody was going into the movie going, oh, they're gonna kill Cap off, or they're gonna kill Tony off. Neither of them died.
You have to wait to the second one before they kill him.
They'll kill him off because like they have to. Because the problem is if no one dies in the next film, then there's no stakes to any of these films. It will show you that heroes will always win, heroes will never die, and the comic books kill people off. So you have to take those fucking
but comic
risks.
Books always bring people back as well.
Exactly. But
how many like I guess quote unquote real deaths were there in this movie, like before the whole snap thing happened? Because there was
half of the Asgardians,
Heimdall, Vision, Loki. Was there another one in there?
Gamora.
Oh yeah, okay.
But the Russo brothers say that she's technically
like her soul,
a soul that's still in the Soul Stone.
See, but I think she's actually dead. I think the only reason that her soul character would still be around is for Thanos to connect with her, kind of thing.
I kind of hope they keep her dead.
I think she'll be alive.
I genuinely don't think Vision's dead because he was hooked up to a computer right before all that shit happened. I think Shuri will manage some sort of way
Shuri's alive too, because
I think she is.
The Russo brothers answered a question where they asked about all the off-screen characters and if they survived or not, and they wouldn't say if Shuri did or not because it was a spoiler.
Yeah, they clarified that Valkyrie was okay.
But they wouldn't clarify if Korg and Meek lived. They wouldn't clarify if Ned was alive. They clarified.
Lady Jane's dead. The one who was in Thor 2 for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, Aunt May's alive. So they went through like off-screen characters.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be pointless to show Ned and Aunt May if Peter Parker's not there.
No, but apparently Ned has a big part.
That's the whole next movie.
Really?
Yeah. So it said it's a spoiler if he's alive. So, I really hope that they don't just bring everybody back and be like,
they probably will.
Like even honestly it sounds dumb, but
they'll all come back.
Even Loki, I feel like they're gonna figure out some sort of way around.
Well, they made a joke in the movie where it's like, this is not the first time he's died.
Yeah, I honestly think that's. I'm not gonna say that one's where like he's definitely gonna come back, but like I think there's still a chance they'll figure out some sort of loophole for it.
To go to the comics, the way they resolve it is Nebula steals the Infinity Gauntlet, and she goes, "Okay, we're turning back time before it all happened." So it's like 24 hours before Thanos snapped his fingers. Mm-hmm. Time goes back to what it was before, and very few people have recollection of what actually happened. There's like couple people.
Yeah.
If everybody knew, it's like they wouldn't be able to handle it. So like it's like Silver Surfer and stuff like that. Like they know what happened. So honestly, I could see them doing something like that. They'll just revert it back to like before it happened. Gamora's still alive. They're doing their thing. They'll never meet, and they'll end there, and they'll just kind of the old Avengers will just kind of go their own way and just do whatever.
I think it's going to be different than the comic books.
It might do. I don't know.
There's set photos that have come out of them in their Avengers 1 outfits and stuff like that.
Okay.
So the theory behind what's going to happen is that they're going to go back to Avengers 1, go through wormhole, and kill Thanos before he gets all the shit. But that's just one theory.
See that? I just that
because Ant-Man can go into the quantum realm, so they're thinking Ant-Man's going to find a way to go back in time.
Okay.
But blah, blah, blah. That's just a theory. I mean, anyways. But let's go back to talking about the movie that we're talking about.
Because one of the highlights of the movie, and even though because I guess some people's gripes with the movie is that there's no people going into this fresh, which is stupid to begin with. There's not really any character development with the already established characters.
Well, this movie
didn't need it
exactly, but the Thanos is basically the main star of the movie, and I like his character.
You don't need a background on him, because the only times that he's come up in other Marvel movies, he hasn't been a major player.
Well, that's the thing. It's just
apart from just being this overseer that knows everything that's going on.
But that's the thing. They hyped up Thanos in all these different movies and stuff like that. But they're just okay, why do I care?
But
they made you care for why he's what he's about to do.
I think you could watch this one without seeing the others and still get Thanos. But I don't think you'd get much out of the other characters, because
exactly.
it's very much a fan film. It's meant for the fans who have kept up with it. That's what it's meant for, right?
Yeah.
But it should have been called Thanos, because it's Thanos' movie.
Yeah, just call it.
He gets more screen time than Avengers.
That's the thing. If we're going back to
I'm okay with that though.
Talking about the title, it shouldn't have been called Avengers: Infinity War. Just like how Captain America: Civil War should have just been called Marvel: Civil War.
This one made sense to be called Avengers,
but it wasn't,
because it did try to focus on everyone.
But the Guardians of the Galaxy were a main focus, and they're not Avengers.
I wouldn't say they were the main focus.
I didn't say they were. I said they were one of the main focuses.
Well, they had Doctor Strange and stuff like that as well. It's just
and
it
Thor.
felt like
Thor gets a lot of screen time.
He's an Avenger.
Well, he's an Avenger though.
Yeah, I guess.
But I just it's had everybody they've established basically, and it's in this Marvel Cinematic Universe, and just call it Marvel's Infinity War. Or whatever.
I mean, the title doesn't really affect the movie.
Yes, it does. This is a 5 out of 10 now. It's a shitty title.
No, it seems
fuck your title, minus 2 points.
There was a lot of good one-liners. I laughed quite a bit.
Yeah,
I had a smile on my face most of the time. Honestly, the best team up out of any of these MCU films was when Thor, Groot, and Rocket got together. That was fucking amazing.
Kind of one of my, that was one of my favorite
I really liked the
subplots.
dynamic playing off of them, but I do think the part of the film with them went on too long.
Well,
I enjoyed it, honestly. You got a giant
the whole
Peter
Dinklage thing. I
thought it was fine.
I thought that could have been a 5-minute scene.
I love the
it
fact
didn't need
that
to be 15 minutes.
Sure, but it worked. I thought it
I just love the fact that
really well.
Stormbreaker is made with Groot's arm.
Yeah, no, that was cool.
Which I thought was really cool. The new hammer axe, it's kind of an axe, is so cool.
Oh, yeah, that was badass when he dropped onto the field there.
Yeah.
Just took out a whole shit ton of guys.
I am Groot. I am Steve Rogers. I love that part. That was really good.
That was one of Captain America's 2 lines in the whole movie.
Yeah.
I like that he wasn't a big part of the movie, though.
It was so funny. He just shows up in the shadows, catches a spear, says 2 things, and then just, goes home.
I was kind of worried they were going to focus too much on him, and they didn't, which was good.
No, they had a good amount of designated time for everybody.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that going into this film everybody was worried about was the balance.
Oh, yeah, that was one
and
of
the
the things.
balance was perfect.
No, I think it was fine.
The balance was perfect. There was no...
I don't think you really got major character development with anyone, but I also think the movie was more about the villain anyway, so it was
You don't need major character development in this movie because all the other movies that they have pretty good character development in their
No, and
films.
that's what I mean about this one very much being a fan film, is that if you don't have the background for it, you're not going to
Oh,
get
yeah.
anything
No,
out
of course,
one.
but
It's
I mean, that's what this universe is.
Yeah.
You have to watch their movies. They all connect. There's no denying that. You had to see Thor Ragnarok for this movie to make sense. You had to see Black Panther. You had to see Civil War. You had to see Spider-Man. You had to see those movies. And, I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a franchise that relies on each other. And there are people that go, well, the movie wouldn't work as a standalone. No, it wouldn't.
Well,
because
no,
it's a
not meant
fucking
to, though.
cinematic universe. That's what these movies are.
Well, this one's definitely not meant to be a standalone.
No, I don't think it's intended to.
No.
There's other ones where it's intended to and it doesn't quite work, but this one is it's clearly not even intended to.
Yeah.
All the first ones in each series kind of work as standalones.
Yeah, no, for the most part.
So, but I don't know. You didn't have to see Civil War to see Black Panther.
Civil War is another one where I don't necessarily think you needed to see the other ones to see that one.
Age of Ultron.
It would have made sense.
Age of Ultron kind of helps.
It would have still made sense.
Sokovia, of course.
If it wasn't,
That's the thing with Age of Ultron. when the Sokovia event happens, I didn't feel any stakes for anybody involved, like any of the civilians and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Civil War made it like, oh shit, yeah, like stuff happened, people died.
Yeah.
Like, they dropped an entire city. Mm-hmm. Like, holy crap. But when you watch Age of Ultron, it's just like, oh, it's an action scene. Okay, whatever.
It's kind of an afterthought.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed Infinity War. It was fucking mind-blowing, like I said. I was like a giddy little boy, like I was back to being a kid again, 10 years going by in the MCU, which is incredible. But I just thought it was a really fun movie, and it brought everything full circle. So,
yeah, I didn't really heavily dislike it or anything. It's not really my thing. Like, it was just one of those things.
It was above a meh for you, though.
No, yeah, I would definitely recommend it, and absolutely recommend it if you're a Marvel fan, because you're 100% gonna like it.
Yeah.
Right? It's just, like, for me personally, I found it a little, I guess, patchy. And like I said before, I didn't really get invested enough to care about anything at any point. Like, that was my biggest problem. But you've never really
been invested in any of them.
No, there's certain ones where I genuinely, like, even, I know you hate Iron Man 3, but that movie,
I love the movie.
I genuinely feel like that movie has stakes to it.
Yeah.
Like,
I
way
agree.
more, even though if you're purely comparing based on, like, if you were to describe the two, dude who could kill half the population, dude who's going to kill some people. Mm-hmm. That one sounds a lot more threatening. The smaller one's actually more threatening in the way that it's delivered. Like, it's just sort of... I felt like it wasn't, I guess, in a way that it seemed intimidating in this one.
Movie, that
I told you before we even saw the movie.
You know it's going to be reversed.
And I told you before we even saw the movie, if they try to kill anyone who has a sequel already, I'm just going to sit there and go, okay.
Yeah, but the way they killed them didn't bother me. It's if, like, Spider-Man got stabbed in the fucking face, that would bother me. Because they're trying to show you...
See, I would have loved if someone just had a really fucking unceremonious death. I don't know who it would necessarily be, but if someone just, like, Thanos walked up and just punched them and they exploded.
Like,
that was it, they were gone.
Thanos ripped Spider-Man in half.
Yeah.
If
he just murdered
Why is it gotta
someone.
be Spider-Man, man?
Because.
You know I teared up when he died.
Little twig pussy.
Whoa.
He's got no meat on his bones.
Whoa, that hurts. He's a 15-year-old...
Actually, I do like Tom Holland as
15-year-old boy.
But no, like, I was kind of almost, I don't want to say dreading, but like, before this came out, it's like, this could be a clusterfuck. I hope that's not a clusterfuck.
And it wasn't.
And I was pleasantly surprised with how well they juggled everything.
Oh, we didn't talk about Red Skull.
Oh, yeah,
Red Skull was weird.
That was amazing.
That was a little weird.
He showed up.
The entire theater fucking freaked.
That's another one of those things where if I had not seen any of the other movies, I'd be like, huh?
Who the fuck's that guy?
But that's another fanboy fan service. But
cloak.
Was that Red
I
Voldemort?
thought that was pretty cool though, and it was really smart to bring him back in as that part.
You got Red Voldemort and Rick Harrison
I don't want to say
in the same movie.
He was there just because of cameo. I don't know if he'll do.
No, but he was kind of there just to kind of bring his character, because no one thought he was actually dead. Like, he got sucked into the Tesseract, which is the Space Stone, right? So it transported him to the Soul Stone, which is weird, but I thought it was cool. I mean, I freaked out. I gasped really loud.
I went,
so
oh, that guy. Is that Hugo Weaving?
No, it wasn't Hugo Weaving, no. It was the guy from Walking Dead.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he played Aaron. Good actor. But, no, I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, I guess wrapping it up, I think we all, like, enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
You guys obviously liked it more than me, but I'd still definitely wouldn't call it a bad movie by any means, so...
Out of 10?
Number-wise, I guess, like, when I walked out of it, it probably would have been, like, a light 6. Maybe a 5.5, just because I didn't connect with it at all, but, like, thinking about it, I was just a little too, I guess, let down with it, so 6.5? Okay. Like, same thing I gave Black Panther. I'd put it on par with that. It's sort of like Marvel movie average for me.
Okay. I actually enjoyed this more than Black Panther. My rank for this is a strong 7.5. I was thoroughly entertained throughout the entire movie. And I was pleasantly surprised with how well they juggled all the different characters and stuff like that. Going into it dreading how it could have just been a clusterfuck, I was pleasantly surprised. So go watch it if you have. Well, you've already seen it, but still, whatever.
I give this a strong 10 out of 10. This was phenomenal. It exceeded my expectations.
Is this your first 10 of 2018? No. You gave Black Panther a 9, right?
Yeah, I believe I gave Black Panther a 9. Because of some CGI fails. But no, this is my first.
There was no rhinos in this one.
Yeah.
This is a 10 out of 10, rhinos. Man. This is my number 1 for 2018. This is my number 1 MCU film. It was phenomenal. I really recommend it. I'm excited for it. I can't wait till it comes out on Blu-ray so I can watch it a billion times.
In 6 months when it finally stops playing in theaters.
Yes, I know. It's gonna be.
It's like Black Panther still in theaters.
Yeah, but it's good.
I already on Blu-ray. Yeah, I own it already.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, it's a long waited, but apparently, just quick thing. You know, the Hulkbuster thing. People are expecting the Hulk to bust out of the Hulkbuster. They even put a pop figure out for it.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, there's a thought, or there's people saying that it's a deleted scene. So.
Oh, okay.
But
I'm
excited to see if that's on the Blu-ray.
They'll be really, really mad that everybody died. It's like,
yeah. We'll see. But yeah, no, 10 out of 10, 6.5, 7.5,
yeah. I guess that wraps it all
numbers.
up. So follow us on Letterboxd, Twitter, all that. It'll be linked down below, and catch you next time there's a Marvel movie out, I guess.
Excelsior!